The episode opens by telling us that there is a very powerful businessman who committed a massive financial fraud worth billions. For many years, he didn't pay taxes, bought land in several places, and there are also allegations against him for sexually harassing his employees and even his house help. Today, the verdict is about to be announced by Judge Kang Da-vit, who is our male lead. Reporters are questioning whether the judge will be able to deliver a fair verdict under so much pressure. All the reporters surround the male lead, but he remains calm. He's casually walking while reading a book, 100 Years of Solitude. People start speculating. Does this book mean 100 years of punishment? Is he hinting at something? Suddenly, the judge enters the building. He talks kindly to the watchman and says, "Your knees are really bad. You should drink oxbone soup." Then he goes into his cabin where his assistant, Miss Moon, is waiting. He asks her how her mother is doing. She says she's fine, but still in the hospital. The judge tells her not to worry about the hospital bills and not even mention his name. Miss Moon thanks him repeatedly. Now it's time for the verdict. The male lead narrates that no matter how powerful you are, a billionaire or a top police officer, everyone is equal in front of a judge. The businessman is sitting confidently in court. He has hired a former Supreme Court judge as his attorney. The lawyer assures him, "Nothing will happen. We've already settled with the house help and the employees." The judge enters. Everyone stands up. The male lead narrates, "I am the king here." The businessman's lawyer requests 3 more weeks to complete settlements and pay taxes. The judge agrees, but questions him sharply. "So many people pay taxes honestly every month from their hard-earned salaries. You bought land abroad, avoided taxes for years. Why was it a problem for you? Doesn't that harm the country?" He also mentions the mental harassment of employees and strict anti-corruption laws. Meanwhile, news channels show that the judge's followers are rapidly increasing. The camera focuses on the book again. Inside 100 Years of Solitude, there is a hidden comic book. Later, Miss Moon thanks the judge again for helping her mother. She tells him that social media is calling him the people's judge. She also reveals that employees will be nominating candidates for Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, and she plans to nominate him. The judge humbly hands over his details. Miss Moon explains the entire process of becoming Supreme Court Chief Justice: worker nominations, committees, board approvals, and bar associations. Even the watchmen praise Judge Kang as the perfect judge and try to persuade others. We meet Mr. Shin, the judge's senior mentor. He reveals that Judge Kang came from a very poor background and that he recognized his talent when Kang was still in high school. The male lead narrates that politics isn't limited to politicians. It exists in everyday human relationships. He gives herbal tea to a civil servant, casually networking. The media asks him how he feels about being called the people's judge. He avoids questions by lifting a bag and saying, "I'm busy, I have work." Later, Mr. Kim tells him he's being nominated for Chief Justice, but worries he's too young. Judge Kang replies, "Look at Rishi Sunak. Look at Emmanuel Macron. I was born in 1981. Age isn't a limitation." Miss Moon asks why he carries that heavy bag. He says it's just old files, and also his way of exercising. We're introduced to the female lead, Park Ji-pim, who is photocopying documents. Her papers fall everywhere. The judge starts to walk away, but notices employees watching, so he comes back to help her. She says she works on public interest cases for free. The judge mocks her. "So basically, you're just wasting time. No one listens to people like you." Office workers praise the judge for being so kind. Once they leave, the judge snaps and says, "Do you even know who I am? You're making me do this kind of work? Don't you watch TV?" Flashback. His mother worked tirelessly cutting paper and doing labor work to educate him. She gives him his first apricot. She says life is mostly bitter, sometimes sweet, and sweetness has no value without bitterness. Fast forward to 1998. Young Kang returns to town, asking specifically for sour apricots. He finds his mother seriously ill. He pretends to be modest, claiming he only wants to serve people. Miss Moon asks if she can work with him if he becomes Chief Justice. He agrees. Later, he drinks with a classmate, Kim Joo-min-il, reminiscing about the past. They part ways, but the judge is heavily drunk. The next morning, he opens his car trunk and finds illegal cash notes. He panics. He realizes reporting this would destroy his image as an anti-corruption judge. People would assume he accepted a bribe. He suspects someone is framing him. Mr. Shin tells him to resign immediately. He explains that if Kang falls, he will fall too. The Bar Association bans him from practicing law. Completely broken, Kang stands on a rooftop remembering his mother's words, "Never look back. Your past will only hurt you. Keep moving forward." Finally, Kang meets his ex-girlfriend Oh Jung-in, who offers him a job at her law firm, Oh & Partners, working on public interest and pro bono cases. He arrives and is shocked. The office is dark, filled with dogs, activists, and idealistic lawyers. This is his new team. He completely loses it, screaming that he doesn't belong here. A dog jumps on him. Water splashes from above. The dog licks his face, and episode 1 ends.